Mind-blowing new ChatGPT features unveiled by OpenAI leak. What if I told you that the future of conversation is here, and it's more intelligent, more intuitive, and more interactive than ever before? Today we've got some groundbreaking news to share about the awesome new stuff that's coming to ChatGPT, which is going to redefine the way we interact with AI. Get ready, because we're about to dive into the latest and greatest features of ChatGPT, unveiled by a surprising OpenAI leak. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a revolution in conversational AI, so if you're ready to witness the future of AI communication, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around. This is one episode you don't want to miss. Leaked features. So, check this out. Just a while back, a leaked document spilled the beans on some crazy cool features that OpenAI is cooking up for ChatGPT. Without wasting much time, let's run through these potential features and how useful they could prove to be for its users. Workspace. Get this. OpenAI is working on Workspaces, which means you can create separate virtual spaces for all your different projects and tasks. These are basically virtual rooms where you can have different conversations with different people, but in this case with ChatGPT. But you could also use it in a more personalized way. This would allow you to tailor your interactions with ChatGPT to each persona and keep track of different conversations, making sure that you're not getting your wires crossed. What this means is that with the workspace, you'll be able to interact with ChatGPT for different purposes and create different workspaces for each use. So for example, you could have a workspace for your work projects, a workspace for learning copywriting, and a workspace for your hobbies. Anytime you feel like learning to copyright, you could simply open your workspace and let ChatGPT be your tutor and also criticize your samples. You can open another workspace just for collaboration with groups or team members. Having these distinct workspaces will keep things tidy and avoid any mix-ups. Plus, when you're working on a project with a bunch of peeps, you can all be in the same workspace, making teamwork a total breeze. This would really be great for collaborating with others because you could all be in the same workspace and working on the same project. A good example of its use could be cases where a marketing team utilizes workspaces to brainstorm new ideas for a product launch. Or if you're a student, you can take advantage of this feature by organizing your notes and assignments for different classes and have ChatGPT provide suggestions or make improvements to your work. The more you think about it, the more exciting this feature sounds, especially for those who use the platform a lot, be it for research, school, or work-related purposes. There's no doubt that once this feature is released, it's going to be a game changer, making it way easier to stay organized, interact better with ChatGPT, collaborate with others, and keep track of all your conversations. Profiles. Here's another wicked feature in the works. Profiles. Profiles is a really cool new feature that will literally allow you to create a profile that showcases your personality and preferences. The main idea of this feature is for ChatGPT to understand its users better and be able to respond to them in a more natural way that feels human-like. It's a perfect mini bio that lets ChatGPT know more about you, just like you have bios on Twitter, Facebook, and other social media platforms. But here, profiles act as a perfect way to modify the interaction and experience with ChatGPT, so it responds and interacts with users based on the attributes and interests listed in your profile. Profiles would be great for helping ChatGPT make connections with other people because they would be able to see what you're good at and what you're interested in. You'll have your very own profile that describes your traits, preferences, and interests. That way, ChatGPT will generate responses that are tailor-made for you in a unique way. Also, setting up your profile could help generate knowing what your interests are and even provide some recommendations within that area. For instance, if you state that you're a football fan in your profiles, ChatGPT will be able to respond in a more engaging manner, much like a football fan itself in a way that feels so natural. Sounds cool, right? Well, that's not all OpenAI has in store for users of ChatGPT. There's one more feature that many of you will find even more interesting. File uploads. You probably already guessed it from the name. Basically, file uploads is the third new feature that'll allow you able to upload all kinds of files, docs, images, videos, straight into ChatGPT and use these files for the conversation. This means that sharing and collaborating on content is now going to be as smooth as butter. So let's say you're working on a research project which involves an image or document. With file uploads, you can upload the image to ChatGPT and ask for a breakdown or description of the image and relate it to the information you need. This also works with audio, documents, PDFs, spreadsheets, and even videos. All you have to do is upload the file to ChatGPT and tell the AI what you would like it to do with the uploaded file. For instance, you can select music audio and upload it to ChatGPT, and then ask ChatGPT to generate lyrics of that song, transcribe, or even create a remix. And the best part is, you can do this and more with multiple files. You can choose to upload 2 or more files, whether it's a document or an audio, and simply ask ChatGPT to merge or juxtapose them. It could be as simple as uploading pictures and asking ChatGPT to pick the best of them, or send in an essay in doc format for ChatGPT to rewrite or criticize. On top of that, you can easily share files with your peeps for collaborative projects. And when you come across something cool, like a hilarious video or an interesting article, you can share it with your buddies in no time. This works well with Workspaces, so if you have a file that you want to share with someone, you could upload it to your workspace and then share the link with them. This could make it easier to share files without having to email them or send them through a messaging app. As far as the world of AI technology goes, this is a truly revolutionary upgrade. File uploads is simply an exciting feature that makes ChatGPT more than capable of handling more complex and boggling tasks in a simple and creative manner. And that, my friends, is a wrap on the incredible new features of ChatGPT, unveiled in this unexpected OpenAI leak. As we've seen today, these advancements are not just about making our interactions with AI more efficient, but also more human-like, more engaging, and ultimately more meaningful. We're looking at a game changer in the world of conversational AI. But as always, the world of AI is ever evolving, and who knows what the next big breakthrough will be. One thing's for sure, we'll be here to break it down for you. So, what are your thoughts on these new ChatGPT features? Are you excited to try them out? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your fellow tech enthusiasts. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all things AI. Keep exploring, keep innovating, and remember, the future of conversation is here, and it's more exciting than ever. Thanks for watching.